Oh boy, oh boy. We all know that in the last few years, AI technology has been developing at what may only be described as a frightening rate. If it wasn't OpenAI and their GPT series, it's the likes of Google that have been pushing the ante. Now that they are eager not to be left behind, we find that Apple has thrown themselves into the AI development gauntlet. Meet their exciting 4M AI model. Also known as the Massively MultiModal Masked Modeling system, it is believed that Apple has just dropped a game-changer on us. Who could really blame them for coming to such an assumption? Thanks to its ability to handle texts, images, and 3D data, it opens doors to revolutionary applications. Excited? Well, join us as we take a look at exactly what makes this AI model stand out so much. To start with, this 4M AI model is said to be multi-modal in nature. This means that it understands different forms of data and that it can also produce such data in different forms. We're talking about forms such as text, images, and even 3D scenes, just as we hinted at a few minutes ago. In fact, one of the more impressive features of this brand new AI model is its supposed ability to create images with simple text descriptions. As you can imagine, this functionality gives users the ability to create said images with the use of detailed descriptions of an object, a person, or even an immersive scene. For example, just imagine a user as he or she describes a sunset over a mountain range with a lake in the foreground. This AI can produce an accurate image that is full of all the points asked for in the descriptive prompt. As you can imagine, such a feature can make graphic designers, marketers, and content creators jump for joy because such technology would allow them to quickly create what they need to create without the need for extensive graphic design skills. As great as this is, the 4M AI model takes its abilities a bit further by being able to take part in complex object detection. This is great as it involves identifying and categorizing objects within images and video. Such capabilities can be applied to a wide range of scenarios. Just take a look at how it can be applied in the security industry. With this AI technology, you can use it to detect certain activities within any footage. We're talking about spotting things such as unauthorized access or suspicious behavior. If you switch it over to the healthcare industry, this technology has been found to be very useful because it can assist in the utilization of medical imaging by accurately identifying anomalies and conditions. As you guys can imagine, this will be measurably helpful in improving diagnosis and treatment planning. Another thing that adds to the value of the 4M model is its outstanding speed when it comes to detecting objects. Many industries can make use of this and the AI model's ability to manipulate 3D scenes using natural language inputs. In order to get this effect, users can describe the changes that they want to make in any 3D environment. Several industries would find such an effect to be very useful. We are talking about people who work as architects, game developers, and virtual reality creators. Just imagine an architect, for example, as he or she describes a building design. Once they do this, they will be amazed as they watch the AI create a 3D model based on such a description. During this process, users would see how this description allows for real-time adjustments and visualizations. Then there are the game developers who can also use this tech to create and modify game environments. As great as all these abilities are, users would find that Apple's 4M also stands out thanks to its unified architecture for diverse modalities. This allows for the integration of text, images, audio, and spatial data into one single system. Truly outstanding stuff as it allows Apple to display the power and the flexibility of the 4M AI tool. With all these things in one place, you can see how it eliminates the need of multiple specialized tools. With that, users would find that it helps with streamlining workflows. The user would also find that this also enhances the productivity of the user. One thing that makes this AI tool an outstanding one is that as they use it, they would find that they can interact with the AI more naturally and intuitively than others, even while using everyday language to increasingly complex tasks. This gives easier access to advanced AI technology to the user, and as a result, such users would find that this makes it more accessible to a broader audience. With that, we can only sit back as we imagine the future application of this fantastic AI tool. Let's start with Siri, Apple's well-known voice assistant. As we all know, Siri has proved to be capable of handling straightforward commands and basic queries. As great as this has been for several generations of Apple products for some time now, Users would find that with the integration with 4M, Siri would now be able to understand and respond to complex multi-part queries that involve various forms of data. Let's take a look at this example. Let's observe as a user asks 4M to show them the latest photos from their trip and remind them of the restaurant where they had dinner. To make things even more complex, the user could ask the AI to see if it could find a similar restaurant nearby. This would be an easy task for Siri to perform because it has the ability to recognize and display relevant photos. Not only that, but it would also be able to recall contextual information about this restaurant. Once it does, it would also really be able to give the recommendations the user asked for. As you can imagine, such abilities would make these digital assistants more appealing to the user after they recognize how much it has developed thanks to 4M. As great as these improvements to Siri may be, we must remember that 4M's effect goes a lot further than making this virtual assistant better than it ever was. When used with creative software such as Final Cut Pro, users would find that 4M could change the way video content is produced and edited forever. Right now, every video editor will be able to tell you how frustrating the manual process of importing footage could be. Let's not even talk about when these video editors have to cut clips, adding effects, or arranging the work into a cohesive sequence. Well, these video editors could kiss such days goodbye because with 4M, users can streamline the various processes by giving natural language instructions to generate and edit their video content. For such a process to occur, the user would find that all that they had to do now was to instruct the system to create a highlight reel for my birthday party, focusing on scenes where only my kids and I show up. The AI will then analyze the video footage. In the process, this would allow it to identify the relevant scenes that would help it compile and edit such a highlight reel into a polished final product. Heck, the user could even ask it to add some music to the clip, maybe one that goes well with summer. Either way, this ability shows that 4M is here to help streamline the video editing process exponentially. As a result, such users would find that this would help them focus more on their artistic vision instead of spending so much time worrying about the 10 aspects of editing. As great as this is, we're going to refocus on 4M's unified architectural structure because of how it could have a great impact in augmented reality and spatial computing. Right now, Apple's AR platform Arkansas Kid already has the ability to help developers create immersive experiences. It does this by integrating digital content into the real world. With that in mind, it looks like 4M is about to take these experiences up a notch by making it more sophisticated and interactive. One instance of such ability is the fact that users could use AR to design a room by saying place some furniture here and some artwork there. And AR would put this image together thanks to its ability to understand the spatial instructions given before going ahead to interpret the visual style preferences. After doing this, it would go on to render the changes that were asked for in real time. As a result, this would make AR applications much more accessible and useful to a wide variety of people. It could range from anything like interior design to interactive gaming. To take things a bit further, 4M's application of diverse modalities could boost accessibility features all across Apple's ecosystem. For example, users with disabilities could make use of this multimodal AI because it could give them the assistance that could be easier to understand. This is done by combining visual, auditory, and textual information. As you can imagine, these features and many others have been received well by many, with many industries ranging from healthcare to finance to gaming applauding how excellent this AI is. In fact, it is now poised to be a leader in the AI world, so much so that it is expected to shape the future of the AI industry. Let's see how this AI tool will drive Apple's role in this AI revolution.